All right, today we are going to be talking about angle proofs. So we've talked about algebraic proofs, we've talked about segment proofs. Today we're talking about how to prove things about angles. And so in order to do that, we're going to have to remember everything that we've learned so far, all of the properties, all of the postulates and definitions that we've learned so far, and we are going to continue adding things to that list of things that we can use to prove. All right, so when it comes to angles, the definition of congruence would be, we can sum it up this way. The measure of two angles are equal if and only if the angles are congruent. So, if the angles are congruent, so if I was told that angle A is congruent to angle B, then I can assume that the measures of the angles are equal to each other. So, if angle A is congruent to angle B, then the measure of angle A would be equal to the measure of angle B. And vice versa. If I can prove that the measure of angle A is equal to the measure of angle B, then, therefore, the angles are congruent. Angle A is congruent to angle B. So it works both ways. That's what that two-way arrow means there. So, the definition of a right angle. That is an angle that measures 90 degrees if and only if it is a right angle. So, if the measure of angle A is equal to 90 degrees, we can make the assumption that angle A is a right angle. And it works the other way too. If we're told that angle A is a right angle, then we can make the assumption that the measure of angle A is equal to 90 degrees. All right, moving on, the definition of complementary angles. Two angles are complementary if and only if the sum of their measures is 90 degrees. And we've talked about this already this year in previous lessons. So if I know that two angles are complementary, then I can assume that when I add them up, their sum total is 90 degrees, exactly 90 degrees. All right. That also works with supplementary. So the definition of supplementary angles is whenever two angles are supplementary, they are supplementary if and only if the sum of their measures is exactly 180 degrees. So if I am told that two angles are supplementary, I know that when I add their measures together, they will equal 180 degrees. All right, so the definition of an angle bisector. That is another definition that we have to know, and we have talked about this before in Unit 2. But the definition of an angle bisector, it divides an angle into two equal parts. All right, equal parts. That means that the measure of each one are equal. And so that is the definition of an angle bisector. If I'm told that the measure of angle A is equal to the measure of angle B, then I can assume that there was an angle bisector. Finally, the definition of the word perpendicular. And we talked about perpendicular in the last unit. We're talking about slope, but the definition of perpendicular lines form right angles. And right angles, remember, are 90 degrees. So that is the definition of perpendicular. So there's one more postulate that we have to include here with these angle proofs, and this is another one that we have used in the past. We learned this one in Unit 2, and that is the angle addition postulate. All right, so the measure of angle ABD, when you add that with the measure of angle DBC, then that is equal to the measure of angle ABC. So, in other words, the measure of the small angle added with the measure of the other small angle will be equal to the measure of both of those angles together, which is the large angle. All right, so that's the angle addition postulate. Next up, sorry, I'm trying to scroll here. Next up, we have the vertical angles theorem. If two angles are vertical, then they are congruent. Vertical angles always are congruent. That is always true. The complement theorem is if two angles form a right angle, they are complementary. So if I can prove that two angles form a right angle, I can assume they are complementary. The supplement theorem says if two angles form a linear pair, then they are supplementary. So if two angles add together to equal a linear pair or a straight line, they are supplementary. And then we have two other ones. I'm not going to see these too much in geometry yet, but you may. The first is the congruent complements theorem. If two angles are complementary to the same angle, then they are congruent. So like if angle A is complementary to angle B, and angle C is also complementary to angle B, then we can assume that angle A is congruent to angle C. It kind of works with the transitive property, right, if you think about it. So like, yeah. And then we have the complementary supplements theorem. If two angles are supplementary to the same angle, then they are congruent. So like if angle A is supplementary to angle B and angle C is also supplementary to angle B, then we can assume that angle A is congruent to angle C. So we're going to do some practice proofs here. We're going to complete these proofs by giving the missing statements and reasons. So we are given that angle PQR is a right angle. So the first thing I'm going to do, knowing that PQR is a right angle, I'm going to go ahead and draw a little right angle box right there for PQR. And that is given. Again, I can assume that if something's given, then it is fact, it is truth. I want to prove that angle PQS and angle SQR are complementary. All right, so if PQR is a right angle PQR is a right angle, I can then know that the measure of angle PQR is equal to 90 because that's the definition of a right angle. Definition of right angle. All right. Now, the measure of angle PQS plus the measure of angle SQR is equal to the measure of angle PQR. Well, that is small angle plus small angle equals big angle. That is the angle addition postulate. Angle addition postulate. All right. And then I have the measure of angle PQS plus the measure of angle SQR is equal to 90 degrees. Well, I already know that the measure of PQR is equal to 90 degrees, so I am substituting in that 90 degrees for the measure of PQR. So that's the substitution property. Angle PQS and angle SQR are complementary. I know that because they add up to equal 90 degrees, so that is the definition of complementary angles. All right. So, next we have given angle 2 is congruent to angle 3. So we're going to do angle 2 is congruent to angle 3. So I draw one arc on angle 2 and one arc on angle 3. And I have angle 2 congruent to angle 3. That is given. I also have angle 1 and angle 2 form a linear pair. So you can just look at the picture there and see that angle 1 and angle 2, when you put them next to each other, they make a straight line. So that's obvious that they are a linear pair. So I actually put, on this proof, they put that down for statement 3. So for reason 3, we can go ahead and write given there. For step 2, statement 2, they said the measure of angle 2 is equal to the measure of angle 3. Well, that's based off the fact that angle 2 is congruent to angle 3, and that is the definition of congruence. All right. Now, angle 1, angle 2 form a linear pair. That means that angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary, and that is the definition of supplementary angles. Because they formed a linear pair, they are supplementary. And measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 is equal to 180 degrees. That is definition, kind of definition of linear pair. Also, we could use the angle addition postulate. A couple of ways we could go there. I'm going to go with the angle addition postulate. All right, and then we have the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 3 equals 180 degrees. Well, I know that I can do that because the measure of angle 2 is congruent or equal to the measure of angle 3. So that is substitution property. And since those two angles, when you add them together, equal 180 degrees, that is the definition of supplementary angles. So that's how I can prove that angle 1 and angle 3 are supplementary. All right, number 3, given that angle 1 and angle 2 form a right angle, all right, so I can go ahead and put that in there. Angle 1 and angle 2 form a right angle, and that is a given. And the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 3 equals 90 degrees. All right, so that is a given statement. Angle 1 and angle 2 are complementary. I know that is a true statement just because that's the definition of a complementary angle, that, they form a right angle. So definition of complementary angle. All right, so I can assume that angle 1 and angle 3 are complementary based on the fact that when I add them together, they equal 90 degrees. So that is the complement theorem. And then I can assume then that angle 2 is congruent to angle 3 based on the congruent complement theorem. All right, well, that does it for today's lesson. If you have any questions, please give me an email or a Canvas message, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.